Hey now, what is up? What is up? Aldrima Harper here. How are you today? I am going to share this out. And so if you're joining me live, put hashtag live. If you join the replay, put hashtag replay so that I can shout you out at the end. What I want to do right now is I want to share this out on my personal page. I'm coming to you live from my business page. And if you give me just a second, then I am going to do that and then we'll get started here. Um, Let me know where you're from. Let me know who you are and all of that wonderful stuff. Okay, so the volume is good. All right, awesome, awesome. And I'm going to share this out on my page, my personal page. And um, let's see. Um, Yeah, so let me know where you're joining me from. I would love to know. Let me know if you're a coach, consultant, service-based entrepreneur. Those are the peeps I like to speak with. And so um, I'd love to know who you are and where you're joining from and what you do. So I'm going to do this and then we will go ahead and get cracking on this. All right. Awesome. Awesome. All done. All done. All done. All right. So thank you for joining me. For those of you who have never, ever heard of me in your entire life, my name is Aldrima Harper. I am a productivity strategist and coach, and I help service-based entrepreneurs to um, eliminate clutter, to boost their productivity, and to just get things done, right? And so and add more hours to your day. And so I wanted to hop on really quick because it's at the end of the day, it's Friday, and I just wanted to do this quick video because I was sitting here thinking about, some of the things that, I do service-based entrepreneurs and coaches and consultants and service-based entrepreneurs, particularly female coaches. Consultants and entrepreneurs. But anyway, so I wanted to hop on really quick and just do this live before I shut down things for the day. And I want to talk about the three things that coaches do wrong. Three things that coaches do wrong. And the reason I wanted to, talk about this is because when I first started my business, I did them wrong. I did this wrong. When I first started in my professional organizing business, I provided services and I went out to clients and I did this wrong, right? And so I wanted to just share with you some things that I see that coaches do wrong. And it may be because, you don't have a coach and you're not sure. When I first started out in my business, I didn't have a coach, not when I first started out. And it's particularly in my organizing business, I had no idea what I was doing. I just knew I like to, help people get organized, right? And I still do. And but there were a lot of hard knocks. The school of hard knocks is really, I went through that university, right? And so yeah. So listen, if you're joining me, let me ask you, if you're joining me, go ahead and put in the comment section where you're joining from, what you do, and who you are and that kind of stuff. But also, I would invite you to share this out because I know that there are a lot of coaches out there that may want to hear this, coaches, consultants, and service-based entrepreneurs that want to hear this. And so, as they say, sharing is caring. And so I would love for you to share this out. So there's three things that I have found that that coaches and consultants and entrepreneurs do wrong. Even myself, the number one is that they chase clients. They chase clients. And here's the thing, chasing clients is just so unsexy. chasing clients is just so unsexy. Now, if you're commenting anything, I can't see any comments, so I'm on my business page and I can't see any comments, but I will definitely go back and respond to any comments if you join me on the replay. But if you're joining me live, then and you're commenting, then I can't see them. But so yeah, so the number one thing, I'll just share three things that coaches do wrong, right? And the number one thing, especially new coaches, I have found, and again, I did the same thing, is chasing clients, right? And when I say chasing clients, it's not so much, I'm not talking about follow up. I'm talking about actually chasing clients when really what you should be focused on is if you have one client that you're working on or you're working with, and you focus on that one client and you create a raving fan, right? That should be your focus. Okay, that should be your focus. And so, but what happens is, and I'm saying this from experience because I did the same thing when I started my business, when I started my organizing business, right? And sometimes it's like, we're trying to get clients, we're trying to get clients, trying to get clients, but we haven't ironed out and build the foundation in terms of getting them the results that they want and they need, and that the desired results that they're looking for before we start chasing another client, right? And so what you really want to do is you want to turn that client that you're working on right now, even if it's just one client, into a raving fan, right? I mean, you want them just singing your praises about how wonderful you are, right? And how amazing, the transformation that you provided for them, how that happened, and how amazing you are, so that when they're talking about you, then that's going to attract, other clients or other potential clients, because we talk about, when we have a great experience, we talk about it, right? And so that will definitely go far. So don't chase clients, chase, how do I want to say it? It's not so much, follow up, but don't chase clients, create credibility instead. Okay, I hope this is making sense. So instead of chasing clients, create credibility. And the way you create credibility is by, working that one client that you have. I mean, just really getting them the results that they desire. And so that they are really, they're just singing your praises, right? And again, that's the one of the main reasons or main things that I see a lot of mistakes that I see coaches do, and I see service professionals. And here's the thing: because I am a service professional and I offered professional organizing services, and I can't remember if I said it, I still do, but I don't chase the client. I want the credibility, and I establish credibility, when I have someone that is talking about how they experienced my services and what a wonderful experience, it was. So, because if you're just starting out, nobody really knows you. And so you really want to really give that first client a wonderful, wonderful experience, right? And so that is one mistake that I actually see. So mistake number two, or the second thing that I see coaches do, entrepreneurs, coaches, and just a lot of, and here's the thing, it's not just service-based entrepreneurs. It's not just coaches and consultants. I see this a lot because those are the people that I work with. That's the genre that I'm in, and that's the genre of clients that I work with. But the second thing I see a lot of things that coaches do wrong is they only offer one-on-one coaching, right? And so, when it comes to offering one-on-one coaching, that's okay starting out. but you don't want to stay there, right? You don't want to stay there because you will. Hey, Jewel, how are you? Thank you for joining. Um, you don't want to stay just offering one-on-one services because let me tell you something, one-on-one coaching or one-on-one services or one-on-one consulting for the long term is extremely draining. Okay. I remember when I first started out in my coaching, I had no idea what I was doing. I really didn't. um, the I was offering coaching services, and it had gotten to the point where I hated getting on the call with this person because they were draining me. They were bringing all of these problems, and they really turned it into a counseling session. And so, because I didn't really know what I was doing, and I was just trying to, service that coaching client, well, but yet I did not have enough experience to be able to determine, okay, this is turned into counseling, and this person needs counseling. So instead, they just really drained me. Oh, good, Jewel. Um, I'm glad you're well. My clients don't want to be known. Oh, okay, okay. So, what kind of services do you offer, Jewel? I know we've talked, um, in the group maybe some time ago, but forgive me, I just don't quite remember. So, if you want to go ahead and put what type of coaching you do, maybe that'll help me understand. When you say your clients don't want to be known, it may be, for whatever reason. I don't know what that is. So if you'll type that in the comment section. But yeah, so when I first started out, I had no idea exactly what I was doing. And so I really had the coaching and consulting, the coaching and counseling. Because I'm a good listener, I thought that I was servicing her very well. But in reality, what I was doing was it was a disservice to her because number one, I'm not qualified to be a counselor. Okay. Uh, Number two, I have no desire to be a counselor. And, um, you know, that was not what the that was not what that whole relationship was designed to be. Okay. And so it ended up, that um, I was, oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Magic protection and Solomonic, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that, exorcism. Um, you specialize in childhood sexual abuse, recovery, ritual, and I understand why. I understand that. Yeah, yeah. I definitely understand that, Jewel. Um, so, but yeah, and so Jewel, so you have to pretty much offer, so is it coaching or is it counseling that you offer? And if so, if you're doing counseling, more than likely you're doing one-on-one probably. So let me know if I'm correct on that. So and certainly I can understand um, um, why why your clients may not want to be known. I can certainly understand that. So, but yeah, and I really appreciate you commenting too. So, like I said, I did not know what I was doing, and so in the genre that I'm in, which is certainly, not anywhere close to what you do, Jewel. Um, because I offer virtual organizing. I offer, um, hey, Keisha, I'm so glad you are here. So, yeah, so offering one-on-one coaching in the long term will just drain you, right? And so you want to have options, and if you're just starting out, in which I know none of you who's on here now are just starting out, and you already know this, you want to have, options. You want to be able to to scale your business, but you cannot scale your business if you're just offering one-to-one clients, or you're offering one-to-one services. When I was in my organizing business, and again, I still am, but I offered one-on-one services, and I was so exhausted. And I did that for about 6 years. And actually, I did it longer than that. And so, I ended up, and I don't know how much of my story I've shared with y'all, but I ended up flat on my back because I was doing everything. I was doing all the administration. I was offering one-on-one services to my clients when I should have, within 6 years, gosh, I should have done better at creating systems and building a business. But at the time, quite honestly, I was just so excited to be self-employed because that's what I was, right? And so, Jewel, you said both, but I take care of the third purses first. Okay, one-on-one, but I'd like to put together a care package for spiritual people. Oh, I got you. Okay, got you, Jewel. Got you, Jewel. So if that's something, Jewel, that you would like to talk about, I don't know if you have a coach, or if that's something you'd like to discuss in terms of how to put together, packages and things like that, then, I'd love to talk with you. So yeah. Keisha Bash said, oh yeah. So the number one was chasing clients when nobody knows you, and you are chasing clients instead of creating, raving fans with the one client that you already have. See, I didn't do that. I was so busy, trying to get clients. And so over that period of time, I just wore myself out, right? I mean, I was just exhausted, and could not do, more than what I was trying to do. I had tapped out. I had really, really tapped out. Okay. So, okay, Jewel. So on the systems. Okay, awesome. So we'll connect, Jewel. I know you're in my group and everything. All right. So the third thing that coaches do wrong, I believe, is that they add multiple streams of income too soon. Multiple streams of income is wonderful. I mean, wonderful to do, right? I mean, because if there's nothing like, and I know Keisha Bass can talk about this all day long about multiple streams of income because she is the queen. But I do know that Keisha, when she started out her business, she started with one thing, and she had one thing going first before she expanded to all the different streams of income, right? But what I see a lot of newbies do, they get distracted by those shiny object excursions, I call them, and they see this thing, and then they say, oh yeah, that sounds good. Oh yeah, that looks good too. Oh yeah, I think I want to try that. And then, but their primary business and the services and the coaching and the things that they're doing doesn't have any foundation, right? And so when you don't have any kind of foundation for your business, and I mean for the main thing that you're trying to create, then you start being distracted with those shiny objects and those other opportunities, then you're not going to make any money. Am I right, Keisha Bass? And so, yeah. She said ditches. So I would really, really encourage people, when you're first starting out, don't make those mistakes. And I share this because I made these mistakes in my business. Let me tell you, if I had like Keisha Bass coaching me when I first started out, man, oh, it would be on, right? But here's what my point is, make sure that you don't do those things like, you start chasing clients just to get money coming in, right? You want to create an amazing experience so that they are raving fans, and then they're talking about your business and they're talking about how wonderful, you are. Exactly, Keisha. Thank you. And then if you're going to offer one-on-one client services, it's okay to do that, but you got to set goals to be able to expand your business, right? To be able to look for things, that other opportunities that's going to help you service. Well, that's not how I want to say it. What you want to do is you want to make sure that if you're offering the one-on-one, that you are looking at things that's going to help in your business, that's going to help you scale your business. That's what I was trying to think of the word. I couldn't think of scaling. I couldn't think of that word. But and so you want to look at other things like, group coaching. You want to look at, online courses. You want to look at doing other things and adding other streams of income afterwards, but not until you have the one thing going, right? Not until you have the one thing already going, right? And that's where it's funding your business, right? It's funding your other opportunities, right? Because when you think about, affiliate marketing, like I know Keisha can speak on that, or creating packages and things like that, you want to make sure that you got money coming in so that you can work on those things, right? And so, so you want to make sure that you put these things in place so that, you have a good solid foundation for your business, and you're creating a business and not a job. That is the mistake that I made. Let me tell you something. I created a job for myself. And I remember this one instance where I had a client who paid me very, very well. This one client I had paid me very, very well. Hi, Mozella. Hi, James. That paid me very, very well. And she was a good client. Let me tell you, she was like half of my income. All right. And so I had her for like 3 years. Right. But there was the one incident that happened that reminded me that all I had done was created a job for myself. Was I had one day I had gone over there to service my client and get her. I was working on a room in her office, I think, and so as I was working on her things, I remembered there was a networking event that I wanted to attend, right? And so as I was talking to, awesome. As I was talking to her, I wanted to go to a networking event, right? And she just had a fit. The networking event was taking place on a day that I had to go to her. I had her one day a week, and I think it was on a Tuesday. I can't even remember. No, it was on a Thursday. And the networking event was on a Thursday the following week, right? Hi, Kelly. How are you, darling? Awesome, Mozella. Thank you for joining me. Hey, Tiffany. And so I had this client. I was going to her once a week, and it was like a major project, right? But I wanted to go to this networking event on that day, and I was going to switch her to another day, right? Like that Wednesday of the following week. And she just had a fit. She was like, no, I need you to come back. I need you on this day because the contract is going to come on this day and this is going to happen. And so I need somebody here and, blah, 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 blah. And so I was stuck. I said, okay, I'll come, because she was like, just having a fit, because I wanted to switch to another day. That's when I realized I created a job for myself. I can't do anything. I can't send anybody else necessarily. I can't necessarily send anybody else to do the networking for me, because first of all, I hadn't even groomed anyone to go and network for me, network in my business. Yay, I'm so glad, Kelly. Thank you. I'm glad you got the book. Yay. Oh, awesome. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the comments, but I'm glad you got the book, Kelly. Awesome. So she just had a fit. And I realized at that moment, I had created a job for myself. I was self-employed, and I was actually a slave to her, because I knew if I had gone to those that networking event that I wanted to go to, that I would have been able to actually talk to other potential clients on that day. It was a big event too. It was a big event. But because I had not done what I needed to do to groom someone else, either to come and take care of the client on that day while I go out and get more business, right? Because that's what business owners do, right? And so, hey, Delshawn, hey, I had a job. Exactly, Keisha. I had created a job for myself. Hi, Vanessa. Thanks for joining. And so I'm telling you, when you don't create the types of systems and lay the foundational work that you need for your business, whether it's a service-based business, whether it's coaching, whether it is consulting, whatever that is, if you don't put some type of foundation in place, systems in place before you go, running off trying to join this program, do this, and get distracted by a new shiny object excursion, you will not have the kind of income you need to sustain your business, right? And so that's what, I have seen, that a lot of newbie coaches make their mistakes at. And not just coaches, consultants, and new entrepreneurs will do that, right? Because they want to make that quick money. And then, let me tell you, that's what I was doing. I was trying to, listen, I totally get it. I was doing the same thing. So that's why I can speak on this, because I know that's the mindset I was in, right? And a lot of things were happening at the time, and I don't have time to get into all of what was going on at the time, because my husband and I were actually, I'll just share just a little bit of this too. My husband and I had, it was during the mortgage crisis. And so my husband and I had lost our house, okay, right? And so during that time, I had, started doing my business full time. And so I was really trying to drum up clients, okay? But I still did it the wrong way, because had I just taken a moment, right, to consider all of the options that were, and not just the options, but consider laying the right foundation for my business, then I would have had something that was more sustainable instead of just creating the job for myself, right? So these are things that people do wrong that I have found when they're working in their business. Don't just create a job for yourself, right? And if you don't have the systems, if you are the only one that's working in your business, all you have done is created a job for yourself. And that's going to be painful. And I'm here to tell you from experience. So let me look to see what other comments. So Mozella says, this is good. James said, well said. Thank you, James. Vanessa. Keisha says, you got a job. It's like getting that email, boom, you got a job. And that's what I had. I had a job. I had not created a business for myself. So don't make that mistake, when you are, whether you're just starting out, whether you are in your business and you think, okay, you know what, I think I need some systems in place, right? Yes, you said Mozella, you're looking for your tribe now. Awesome. Good for you. Because I'm gonna tell you, if you're gonna need some help, and I know, Mozella, you've been in your business a long time, and so yeah. So listen, I just wanted to hop on. I really wanted to wish all of the mothers happy Mother's Day. I've got like 3 groups, and I have gone to each group to wish all of them, all of the mothers happy Mother's Day. And so if you want to work with me, and I said all that to say, if you are a female coach, consultant, or a service-based provider, and you are looking for someone that you want to create some systems, you want to put some things in place, you want to figure out how can I create a business, a real business, free up your time and enjoy entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is about, freeing up your time so you can do some of the things that you really, really love, right? And so I would love to work with you. So yes, I said all of that to say also happy Mother's Day. I want you to enjoy your weekend. I think Mother's Day should be celebrated like all month, right? I mean, all the time, because mothers, I'm not a mother, but I know some amazing mothers that's right here, right now on yes, I am. Yeah, and in fact, I am a godmother, Mozella. Thank you for saying that. I'm a godmother, and I'm also a mentor to two young ladies, and so I do consider myself. I can celebrate Happy Mother's Day, right? Yay! So yeah. So listen. Yes, great food for thought. Jewel says, thank you so much. Wonderful to hear from you. Yeah, Jewel, reach out to me. I'm going to actually put a link in the comment section where you can we can hop on a call and we can kind of, figure this thing out. So I'll put a link where you can book some time with me. And so my husband is calling me right now. And so I'm going to hop off. But happy Mother's Day to all of you. If you got value from this, share this out, would you? Share this out. Sharing is caring, as I hear everyone says, sharing is caring. If you got value from this and you think you know someone or you know someone that could use this information, then yes, please share this out to someone. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the house. Deshawn, I will talk with you on Monday. And we'll be, definitely getting together on Monday. I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about those that actually got the book. Yeah, so, all right. So that is about it. I'll put a link where you can definitely book a session with me. And yeah, all right. So have a great day. Have a great weekend, everyone. Yay. Love you so much. Mwah.